God damn.
But random games with voice call functionality. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, we take all. Should be fine.
Instead of hanging out in Discord, you want to hang out in League of Legends voice client.
Oh my God, that's the #1 thing I want to do with my free time. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
sure.
don't even have to play a League. We've seen 2 Jokers so far today. Is that?
Dude, we're seeing a lot of repeat matches. I mean, the Puffs so far, the Robs have been through.
Puffs doesn't make sense. Joker kind of makes sense.
And we're seeing, I was going to compare the last matchup kind of to Flames matchup versus Pure Salt, where it was like very aggressive neutral, but then edge guarding is really what all that mattered in the end. I mean, kill confirms on the Donkey Kong side, but what we're going to see here is a lot more neutral on the stage.
Yeah, I like to describe whenever I see Ness as a bag of tricks character.
Yes,
he has a lot of ways to make the neutral kind of weird. He has very strange movement if you're not used to it, but he has like all these weird combos, drag downs, and the biggest thing is a lot of his hitboxes are really hard to beat. You know, like Nair and Bear, especially. Sometimes even Magnet is hard for some characters to deal with.
Yeah, because it's like, what are you, when you're trying to bait Ness, it's like, what moves can you even bait? Because the end lag, you know,
exactly.
nothing there.
And there's another thing, too, is Magnet movement. But the entire matchup is, well, first of all, it's if Joker can edge guard, but these bullets going to be huge.
Oh, good angle,
good
smart,
angle,
but just falling short. I thought he might have been able to make it, but I think too low for that curvature of the angle to save him.
Needed to avoid the counter. You know it's coming. So.
Yeah, just one of those rough, like, basically checkmates. Flame playing it pretty well. Played through his fair share of Nesses, I'm sure, hailing from Sowa. Shout out Solo and the crew.
Yeah, Solo, right.
Too many Nesses.
That's the nice thing about being from a region is you kind of can. In region, you're annoyed when you lose to them, but out of region, they're your lifeline of how much you can practice against certain things.
Yeah, and I think most people like they run into those matchups, or when they do in tournament, it's a comfort pick. It's like I know at least how they operate. I'm not gonna get like
surprised.
Yeah, exactly. Out of nowhere with some of their tricks.
For the most part, it's good. Sometimes it can be bad depending on like if you're used to a certain play style.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's so long into alt's lifespan where you really need to be able to kind of do that adaptation on the fly.
Yeah, and kind of make your own with your character as well, especially if you're playing a more well-known throughout the meta, such as some of these high tiers right here.
Yeah, regardless, though, Flame's about to get another Arsene, and this is not the greatest spot for IdealSavagery. Anytime Joker gets 2 Arsens in one stock, something bad's happening. Oh, it doesn't get far enough to get the yo-yo to drop off the ledge.
Yeah, and I wonder what stopped him from just like setting up down smash charge. Like it looked like he had enough time. Maybe, not sure if it would have hit. I don't know. It seems really easy to hit on the Arsene, but easier said than done.
For sure. I mean, the tether is maybe actually is it even reliable against the yo-yo? I don't think it is.
Yeah, against tether not as much, but once it's Arsene, it's one of those cute little like, oh, this is the matchup's somehow favorable in more parts, whereas normally it's not the case at all.
Isn't that down gun Flame doing a really good job of being really annoying? Not only is IdealSavagery taking a lot of damage, but he's getting put into uncomfortable spots where he actually has to use the PK Thunder to recover.
Right.
And anytime you're doing that, it means that you're so, oh my god, that's a full Arsene.
Oh, he really wanted to convert. Definitely could have gotten something nasty if that Rebels guard didn't fully heal him up. But here we go, Arsene in play right now. Flame's going to seal it with the down tilt.
And that's the first Rebels guard we've seen from Flame, including, oh my god, that's going to be so much damage. Dude. And as fast as Arsene came, there he goes once again. But getting another Rebels guard, that's half of a bar. But that might not matter.
Oh my god, and all the way off stage, he jumps into it. Flame closing out all those recovery routes right there. Really smart stuff, just getting there.
It's really hard to react to them going that low and that quickly because it feels like they're looking to like stall at the recovery with their tether and kind of stay in that space. But after the tether, he immediately canceled it with fastball down air and just like dropped straight to the blast zone.
No way. Whoa.
Yeah, so
and the down air was what sealed it out. Wow.
No, it's back air.
Oh, okay. He used the down air to space. Gotcha. That makes more sense. Because I was like, I looked away 1 second. That all happened in the blink of an eye. Yeah, That's how fast these players react.
You hear like the sound cue and you're like, Dad. You're like, okay, that's cool.
Okay, cool. All right, game 2.
Game 2, going to small battlefield. I don't particularly see a good or bad stage for neither character. They kind of both use the properties of most stages similarly.
Yeah, definitely both working with these platforms. I mean, Joker with the drag downs, Ness like we saw in that game, like the corner carries. Some of these magnet conversions. Hopefully we'll see more of that from IdealSavagery. I know he's one to farm clips on Twitter in his region for those.
I like how you know the people that are clip farmers. That's crazy.
My favorite players, bro. The players that know how to play neutral sometimes, but they also like just play to clip farm at the end of the day. My kind of guy.
My kind of. Well, that's why you know them, is because they're farming clips, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
So this is going to be the first Arsene.
He's making his bread.
One edge guard interaction left.
Okay.
With Peter out, that's going to be it for them.
Yeah, and he's going to have to use those stalls to great success. I mean, we haven't seen much option select outside of just going lower with the PK Thunders, but I really like the PK Flash there.
Thunder, classic, get off of me. We grab the ledge as it hits the ground.
Tricky.
Nice.
Safe, though, yeah.
It's going to be dash tag, flame resetting the advantage one more time.
That's a tricky spot for Joker to commit. He really just has to hold ground, kind of
Yeah.
call out the landing, but it's really hard to call out when Ness has so many hitboxes, dude.
Yeah, I mean, he was being really careful about trying not to get back thrown there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, even though Ness is in the disadvantage there, if you're at like 90, 100% with rage, back throw is so strong.
Yeah. That's really where the mental stack really adds up at the later percents for Ness, because you're looking out for not only smash attacks, for grab, for landing confirms into the grab, the up air and fair. Out of shield too, don't get me started.
Yeah, out of shield, right, exactly. Nair and grab are quite scary.
Oh god, every time. But here we go though, we're seeing quite the change of confidence here. IdealSavagery getting some conversions, and the dare as well, not quite the jab lock. He's keeping it going.
Keeping it going. I mean, that was a couple of nice reads, getting that 82%. But it's always nice to string your big reads whenever Arsene gets back online, because again, we're at 10, 20% left, ticking away. We'll see if we can get one more opening. Down tilt into back are going to even it up just about. Nice. IdealSavagery getting a couple free rolls. We'll see if Flame covers them next time around. PK Thunder, get off of me one more time. Definitely not rolling there.
Let's see though, yeah, what started as such a good lead, that stock, climbed his way back, but still living. Great TI though, Flame, hanging in. Upgun, shoutouts Upgun.
Shoutouts Upgun. That's get off me round 2, except it's not very good.
Right, like just stay off me for just a minute, and then you can hit me.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
That's dash attack, gonna take it off the top. Flame
Ooh.
doing
That
a
might
little
just
bit.
do it.
Okay, Thunder
Keeps the
dragging
guns
him
up.
away.
Back air?
Back air. It's not Arsene. No raids. It's not gonna kill just yet.
Oh, that might have done it though. One more. Oh, he's
Bullet at a time. I liked that. He didn't go for the full like multi-hit bullet because of, you know, but just slowly.
That's
beating
what I
him,
was scared
dropping
of
him
too.
down.
Yeah, well, he was going for multi-hit, and I thought he had either kept his jump or like still had it in there somewhere, and it was either gonna save him if he kept doing it, or just find some way to.
Yeah, just using one bullet to interrupt the PK Thunder, and using that lag between each PK Thunder and the hit stun to just make Ness drop just a little bit more to the point where you can't recover anymore. Really smart by Flame.
Yeah, really Zachary-esque, honestly, really smart. Indicative of a good Joker
Does
player.
that guy still play?
Not often. I think he still comes out once a Kaguribi, and that's about it.
Yeah,
Maybe still on the Unite grind.
I would quit after my teammate falls asleep and doesn't show up for a $1 million
Isn't that
tournament.
crazy? Oh my god. What's
That
crazier
was-
right now, though, put in the same situation. Oh, IdealSavagery barely missing the bonk on the Ness recovery.
Yeah, I mean,
Tough stage for Battlefields.
I wonder how much of that is just the fear of that gun recovery or the gun option.
Yeah, the same
pushing-
situation we just
yeah,
saw, really.
because we saw him drift a little bit more out and a little bit lower than kind of what you're used to seeing,
Right.
where you really want to recover, but it might be to avoid the guns, and that's kind of what losing a stock does to.
What the hell? Oh, excuse me. I was like, what is happening?